What's going on, everybody? It's me, Richard Donahue, and I'm here with
Landing Stuziak.
Today we are back on the podcast. We're going to be talking about cuts, free agents, a little bit of the draft, and then we are going to be doing our official mock draft 2.0. So you're going to get my mock draft and Landon's. Are you ready today?
Yep.
It's going to be freaking sick, man. Also, appreciate the Chase Baker merch in the back. You know, the first Turf Talk
Crossover.
Yeah. Dude, Turf Talk legend, Chase Baker. The first possible cut is going to be Kirk Cousins because he got a 4-year, $160 million deal, and it is pretty much over. They have taken away his starting capabilities after his 4-interception game, and then I think he had like 8 interceptions in 3 games. Pretty bad. And, you know, they got Penix, so he's pretty much done. He's a very good possible cut, and this would save, I believe it would save $18 million, but
it's a lot of dead cap.
it's also a lot of dead cap, yeah. It's kind of just like getting him off the team and letting him go
Just
somewhere.
Biting the cap hit.
Yeah, but the good thing with that is, though, it's like the Russell Wilson thing. He could go somewhere for the veteran minimum because he's getting paid by the Falcons. So, I don't know.
Watch, though.
Yeah, but not,
but any team with a bad O-line is not a good fit. He has no mobility.
but not as a backup, though. Like, I think as a backup, he has a pretty good role.
Good, yeah.
He'd have a pretty good role over in Miami too.
Back to the Commanders.
The Commanders would be good for him. I mean,
They need a backup. Mariota as a free agent.
I think they should re-sign Mariota though, because I think Mariota plays like Jaden Daniels kind of. Like they
use him in formations too. They need a running guy because they
Yeah.
use their backup quarterback to run.
They could take Snoop Huntley off. I mean, Snoop Huntley was terrible.
Hey, Snoop Huntley.
Snoop Huntley was so bad. Do you want to go off Derek Carr? Because you know more about him than I do. This is a Raiders guy.
I don't think Derek Carr. Well, half Raiders. I don't think Derek Carr is going to get cut. I think he'll stay in New Orleans because he's still a solid bridge quarterback. I mean, that team they were just random. They're just always a weird team. And I think you're losing a lot more money than you're saving with cutting Derek Carr, and you might as well bring in a rookie or just keep Spencer Rattler and kind of have Derek Carr as your bridge guy as you go for more holes on your offense.
Mm.
But you can say why you think Derek will get cut.
Well, I think he is very possible to get cut. It does save, I think it's like a little over $10 million.
Cap hit, though.
It's another cap hit, but it's just with the Saints, dude, they've been in cap hell since like 2018. Every year it seems like they're negative 100 mil or close.
That's why they don't want to do it.
It's so hard for them because they keep making mistakes like this contract.
You're still paying Michael Thomas.
That organization, their GMs are terrible. When you look at Derek Carr, though, his play on the field, it's pretty good. I mean, it's average, and it's
bridge
pretty.
Quarterback.
It's pretty good for a bridge quarterback. A great backup quarterback. Like if he signed a backup quarterback deal, spectacular backup. Realistically, I don't think he gets cut, but it is possible if he does get cut. He would work with Miami. He'd work with pretty much any team. I would like to see him on a team like maybe the Colts, because I think if he came in for the Colts, he could go back to the Raiders. If you went back to the Raiders, that would help a lot.
Stop taking all I was about to say my top 3 landing spots. Colts, because they've already talked about how they want a veteran quarterback. Could help Anthony Richardson. Could start it. Like I said, great bridge quarterback to have if Richardson shows some more issues. The Raiders, I swear you stole that from me. I said that earlier.
I agree.
You're a heckin' thief.
I agree.
But the Raiders just make a lot of sense. No quarterback. Bring Derek back home. And then the third one is the New York Jets, who could be in the market to draft a quarterback. They also said they want to bring in another bridge or older quarterback. Reportedly, it was on Twitter, so it's probably fake.
Yeah.
But they want to bring in another quarterback for a little competition. Have Derek Carr as a bridge quarterback. Could work very well for the Jets.
Yeah, and I know he's not on this list, but let's talk about Myles Garrett because it looks like Myles Garrett is a very, very big. Oh no, not possible cuts.
Bro. I was about to get mad because I'm making the video right now about the trade thing.
Let's talk about Myles Garrett, man.
No. You guys have to watch a separate video.
You guys have to watch this video. Landon is putting a lot of effort in. He's been editing it for 3 days.
I almost crashed out filming it. I do.
Close to tears.
Good. Yeah.
Jonathan Allen, and he was allowed to go and look for a trade. He was allowed to go seeking trades, and I think he has been. But the problem is his contract is huge. It's a little bit of dead cap, but overall they do save money. And he is getting old. He has a little bit of injury problems. I would love him on a team. I mean, obviously the Dolphins. We just need everything. So I'm going to keep continuing to say
Got
that.
Zach Sealer and Campbell.
Yeah, but Campbell might not re-sign, which is scaring me.
Nah.
You think so? I mean, he might also retire.
James Cook tweeted. Awesome.
Oh, great.
Ain't no one want to read that, bro.
Yeah, screw James Cook.
I'm joking.
He's getting $15 million after that Saquon contract.
Nah, just don't pay him at this point. Just don't pay him.
Oh,
There's more important people to pay. Sorry, James.
Oh.
But Benford and Bernard are a lot more important, in my opinion.
The thing with
No
Jonathan
offense.
Allen, though, dude, you got to look at I think his PFF, he has like an 88 run block or a run shedding grade, and then his pass rushing grade is like an 85, but he has to stay on the field. So I feel like this is kind of a Dolphins pickup, injury players,
Come to the Bills.
or maybe the Jets. Maybe the Jets.
Nah, brother.
I seen he's tied with the Patriots right now.
Come to the Bills, bro.
He's tied with the Patriots though.
Come to the Bills, bro.
Dude, the Bills have no money for him. Aren't you guys still negative cap?
No, we're chilling.
Are you?
We'll be chilling soon. I actually don't know what our cap is right now. I don't think it's negative, but it's not a lot. Like, bro, just come to the Bills.
What about former Bill Tremaine Edmonds? He's another one that is a possible cut.
Come back to the Bills.
$19 million in savings for the Chicago Bears. He was a great fill-in for Roquan Smith, but the problem with him now is he's ready to get out of there, and they need the money. I mean, they need to build that O-line for Caleb Williams. So what are your top three for him?
I just looked right into that light. Smart guy. For Tremaine Edmonds or Jonathan Allen. Okay, Tremaine Edmonds. Top three, the Rams. The Rams are in need of a linebacker. There's been a lot of Jihad Campbell potential to them, as linebacker is a position where they're thin. There is another team with thin linebackers, same division, Arizona Cardinals. They could use a guy. But you feel like Tremaine Edmonds, as he's getting up there in age, might want to go win a Super Bowl. So let me just cook this up real quick.
Is he? What is he, 26, 27?
He's like 28.
Is he 28 already?
27 maybe.
I
Wait,
thought he came into the league at like 20.
Josh Allen's, he might be, look it up.
What? Look up Tremaine Edmonds.
He might be 27. 27 or 28.
Wow, this is getting hot. Tremaine Edmonds' age.
Wow.
Okay. I spelled it wrong. He is 26. He's only 26.
And he'll be 27 by next season.
Yes.
So. Well, he came in the league at like 19.
That's insane, dude. That's crazy.
So the Lions could be in the market to look at linebackers.
That would be disgusting.
That's just a Lions move to make. They like getting their guys. So those are my picks. The Bears would not like that very much. Tremaine is still a pretty good player. But going to the Lions, that'd be unfortunate. Packers, maybe?
Just talking about the Packers, Jair Alexander.
Spitting.
Dude.
Division teams.
I mean, yeah, dude. Jair Alexander is an all-pro level corner. The problem with him is he's getting a little older, and also he's played 14 games in the last 2 years, 7 games each season. If anyone was going to get him, I would say Miami, because we love guys that are injured. Bro, how many guys do you know that we signed that are injured? Every single player has injury history.
Bro, all 4 of these players, Miami.
No, not Tremaine Edmonds. Tremaine Edmonds isn't coming to Miami.
No,
we have too many good middle linebackers.
You were just talking about that earlier, so.
Yeah, no. But Jair Alexander, though, I mean.
He's a lot younger than I thought he was. I thought he was like 30. He's only like 28. Which, I mean, that's kind of old for a corner in his injury history, but he's a little younger.
I don't know. We've had a lot of guys that are like getting up there in age that have been playing at a high level. I mean, Darius Slay is another guy that we can talk about. I think he's in year 12, and he's still playing at a very high level. Just won a Super Bowl. Howie Roseman's getting rid of him and James Bradbury. Both of those guys are on the out.
Bradbury never played for the Eagles, though. He stopped playing at like the past 2 years. He's like barely played.
But Bradbury, dude, I think Bradbury to Commanders, that's a good set. I want them to go into division. I mean, I know Darius Slay's going to end up going to the Lions. He said that he wanted to go back to the Lions. Started his career there, played 9 or 10 years there. 9 years there.
Steelers.
For who? Slay?
Slay, yeah. Bradbury back to the Giants.
Oh, he wants to go in. Oh, that would be terrible. I would hate that for him.
He already has a Super Bowl. Might as well go back to
hell.
Yeah.
And Joey Bosa. Joey Bosa fits in anywhere.
Chiefs.
He's another guy that is like, all these guys are just old and injury prone. That's why they're getting cut.
Chiefs and Niners.
I think, okay, if you went to the Niners, that'd be sick. But
Just to play with Nick.
dude,
that's what will happen.
that'd be sick. Well, Drake Greenlaw, they wanted him to do a 1-year prove-it deal, and he is on the out as well. He's going to be a free agent this year. Detroit? That'd be sick. They do need outside linebacker now. Joey Bosa. Joey Bosa, man. That'd be sick, dude. I would love Joey Bosa and Nick Bosa playing together. That'd be awesome.
Except Joey doesn't stay on the field because he's always hurt. But they went to the Ohio State University.
The Ohio State.
Little plug.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raiders.
Raiders.
All right, bro. That was unnecessary.
Raiders.
Jets ties to the Jets. Where else could this guy play?
Dude, honestly,
Seattle.
Yo, New Orleans.
Ew.
New York Jets, New York Giants. I wouldn't mind him
being a fan of a team that needs a quarterback.
Dude, honestly, Seattle.
Seattle, that's all I'm saying. Seattle, back to Seattle. Him and Gino get a
back to Seattle would be gross.
Him and Seattle, him and Gino, a little QB competition.
How about DJ Reed? DJ Reed's a dog. I think he's probably the best corner that's available right now.
Just come to the Bills, bro.
I don't think he's gonna. I don't know.
Hey, Vikings are a team who need a corner.
DJ Reed to the Vikings sounds good. I like that.
You know my problem? I keep staying in divisions. I'm thinking Lions too. Vikings, Lions, Rams.
DJ Reed to the Bucks. I feel like
Bucks.
They can use him a lot.
There's a lot of teams that are in need of a corner. I mean, just listing. I mean, Bills are going to need a corner.
Dolphins, please.
Dolphins need a corner.
We need a number 2.
Patriots and Jets don't really need a corner.
Everyone could use a corner.
Yeah, no one in this league can't use a corner.
Yeah, exactly. And
Ravens.
Dude,
that'd be nasty.
Where is Sam Darnold going?
The Raiders. I've said Raiders for like 6 different players.
I wouldn't mind, and I know this is completely unrealistic, because, dude, Sam Darnold, if he went back to New York, the Jets, dude. The Jets get Sam Darnold, $50 million. $50 million a year, $200 million deal.
Tell me that's not hilarious.
That would be.
Let's think.
Or maybe the Giants. I feel like the Giants. Dude,
bro, if I'm Sam Darnold, I don't want to be around those parts.
No, I'm not going back to Jersey.
For
$50 million, I go to hell.
Who needs a quarterback?
A lot of teams, dude. Where is Rodgers going? Is Rodgers gonna hang it up?
No, Titans.
Dude, Rodgers should go to Minnesota. Oh, Rodgers should go to Minnesota. I'd love that.
I don't think anybody wants him there. Where's Sam Darnold gonna go? Raiders, Titans.
No, Sam Darnold to the Titans. Oh my gosh, Sam Darnold to the Titans.
The Titans.
No, dude, guys, I'm sick and I can't talk.
What?
I'm freaking stuffed up. Sam Darnold to the Titans.
Then I'm sick, bro. Stay away from me. Bro.
I don't know. Dude, Sam Darnold's a really weird player.
You know, I feel like there's a lot of teams who are QB needy, but at the same time, I don't see any world where Sam Darnold will want to go to the Jets or the Giants, especially the Jets. I'm not wanting to go back there.
No. Titans is a perfect fit, though. If they get
Titans
what's his name? If they get dude, why am I blanking? Corner receiver. Travis Hunter. Dude. Dude, if they got Travis Hunter on top of what they already have, I think they have a good running back duo with Tony Pollard and Tajay Spears. On top of that, I believe, do they have Tyler Boyd? Who are their receivers? Traylon Burks. He's terrible.
Awful.
I think Sam Darnold could go there, and
you know what would be like
Ryan Tannehill.
You know, it'd be a beautiful fit that will not happen.
What?
Sam Darnold. If they had got rid of Stafford, Sam Darnold to the Rams.
That'd be good.
That'd be beautiful.
I feel like him to the Niners too would be good, even though they have Purdy. I don't know if how much is Purdy gonna get? $50 million?
I don't know, man.
I don't know if he deserves $50 million, but
so Sam Darnold just looping back to. Might as well bring him back to the Panthers. You know, just looping back to all his ex teams.
That'd be bad.
They got Bryce Young.
Yeah. Khalil Mack. Where's Khalil Mack going? The Raiders.
Back to the Bears.
Dude,
They need an edge rusher.
if he went to the Raiders, though, that
Back
would
to
be
the
a
Raiders.
disgusting defense. They'd have him. They'd have Wilkins. They'd have. Oh, they might not have.
No, they're not going to trade Crosby.
You don't think so?
No.
Crosby wants out though.
No, he just wants more money. So
That's so annoying.
nah, he'll stay. He won't get traded. Which I mean, he just signed a contract, like bro. I don't know what his motive is. Weird fella. He won't get traded though. They'll refuse to trade him.
Is Von Miller going to get cut this year?
Probably. I don't know. I think I could see a cut and then a re-sign, like a restructure to a 1-year deal, just to keep him here. If not, he is going back to Denver 100%. So it's either Buffalo or Denver. Either way, I don't care where he plays, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Like he's a good like rotational guy, but like he ain't getting it done for us in the playoffs. So
Yeah, realistically, I think he is pretty decent on third downs, though. I mean, he's just so dynamic.
Go back to Denver, be a rotational guy there. Retire.
And they have like a no-name defense too.
Yeah, but they're really good.
They're sick.
Nick
They're awesome.
Bonito.
Nick Bonito's a dog.
Nah, he'll go back to Denver. He's not gonna go anywhere.
Dude, he should go to KC.
No, he's not gonna go to KC.
Dude, he should go to K. No, he would not because he's a Bills player. But
no, he would not. He would never do that to the Bills or the Broncos.
It's a double.
He wouldn't do that to either of them. I honestly, I can only see him having a reunion with like either going back to the Broncos, maybe going back to the Rams, or staying with the Bills. I don't think he's going anywhere new.
What about Aaron Rodgers?
Did you already ask this?
Mm-mm.
Oh, Giants.
You think Giants?
I don't know any other team that would want this guy, if I'm being completely honest.
Are the Raiders interested?
No, they better not be.
They might be.
I don't think Pete Carroll wants that, bro.
Maybe not.
Bro, Pete.
I don't know. Aaron Rodgers is in a weird spot in his career, dude. I mean, he's just wasting his.
Aaron Rodgers goes back to the Raiders, and so does Devontae Adams. Is that cinema? How about Devontae Adams goes and be his own person?
How about Devontae Adams comes to the Dolphins?
Yes, exactly.
That's exactly what we need.
Exactly what you guys need. More receivers.
Yeah, but we'd have the best receiving core of all time.
I heard that last year too, and he signed our now. I mean, I literally hear this. It's the same thing.
Dude, Odell Beckham Jr.
We just signed Robbie Chosen. We have the greatest receiving room of all time.
What about my reaction to Will Fuller?
Oh my God, Will Fuller.
No, okay, but to be fair, that was valid because Tua his first year was only throwing to Isaiah Ford and Kenny Stills, dude. Like, are we kidding me?
How do you feel about that Mitch Trubisky signing? I found it weird because we just paid like Josh Allen.
Dude, Mitch Trubisky's the starting quarterback for the Buffalo Bills.
According to that awesome clip.
Yeah,
that's a throwback. Put that in the link.
Should I?
I think you should.
Oh my gosh! All right, we're gonna present now. We're gonna do a mock draft. I just don't even know how to do the share screen. Okay,
we're all over the place.
It's okay. This is just we're getting back in the swing. 9 days. So we are here. Mock draft.
Post combine. Post combine mock draft. Next mock draft is post free agency.
Let's go, dude.
Knock this out.
Calm the heck down, buddy. You need to calm yourself.
That's my word. Heck is my word.
Shh.
Okay.
All right, we're starting off with the Tennessee Titans. There's so many opportunities. I have no idea. I don't even remember exactly who I went last time. I went Travis Hunter. Did I go Abdul? No, Abdul went to the Browns. I went Travis Hunter last time. I kind of want to go again, but you know what? With what we were talking about, Sam Darnold, I'm going to go Abdul Carter, number 1. That's, it's pretty obvious. The brother said that he wants to run a 4-3.
But he's hurt.
Yeah, well, he said he wants to run a 4-3. So, I believe him.
I don't think you're doing that, bro.
I believe in him.
I don't.
Here's a good spot for the Cleveland Browns.
Hater.
You're a hater on Abdul?
I'm hating on him. You're not running a 4-3, bro.
Bro, come on.
That's the only hate I'm giving him.
Do you like Cam Ward? It is my mock draft. I'm just telling you, I think Cam Ward to the Browns is a good fit. Not for him, but just for their organization because he's kind of screwed.
I'm holding out if I go to the Browns.
Dude. Well, what else are they gonna do? Because you look at it,
the Cleveland Browns.
Dude,
Yuck.
Where do you even go here if you're Cleveland? Are we doing trades?
Not yet.
Yeah, okay.
I don't
We'll
feel
wait
like
later.
I don't feel like thinking that much right now.
Dude, okay, so you got Karen Ward, Travis Hunter, and Shedeur Sanders on the board. I mean, they're going to go right here. They're going to go Cam Ward.
You got Jerry Jeudy. You got David Njoku.
You could have a good offense.
They
do need a quarterback.
Cleveland still sucks, but it's a lot better getting drafted for and playing for Cleveland now than it is past years before. Because they got a 2-time Coach of the Year. They got Jerry Jeudy, who was just a Pro Bowl player.
Yeah.
They got Njoku, who was one of the top tight ends. I mean,
I just don't. I don't like that Watson contract. That's the main thing that's really worrying me.
Dude, that was stupid.
That was so dumb.
We should have just kept Baker, or maybe just don't let Baker play hurt.
It's so stupid. It's like, oh, we're gonna judge Baker Mayfield off of his play when he's hurt with his throwing shoulder, and he's still producing. This is pretty obvious. Travis Hunter to the Giants. Right here, the New England Patriots are in an awesome spot. They can do so much here. There's Mason Graham, there's Will Campbell, there's McMillan, Will Johnson. So much opportunity. And right here, what the Patriots are going to go is they're going to go T-Mac. And I really like T-Mac at 4. This is the same spot that Marvin Harrison went last year. Obviously, it's a little worse of a prospect, but I do think he's good enough where he could go in the top 5. And I don't think that that's really that hot of a take.
I saw a mock draft that had the Jaguars taking him.
Ooh. Why? They have so many receivers.
Oh, you want to know the explanation under it?
What?
The Jaguars try to do their Jamar Chase T. Higgins impression.
Oh,
Bro.
dude.
Serious?
So Jaguars at 5, I love the Mason Graham pick, but I'm obviously not going to go with that right now because that was my 1.0. I'm not against it, obviously. It's a perfect spot for them. I think right here, you go Will Johnson. Will Johnson is the number 1 corner in the draft. He's fallen due to, injuries. And, injury concern, injuries, injury history, just everything involving that.
You know his uncle is actually a pastor in Buffalo?
I did not know that. It's pretty
Bro should
sick.
fall to 30 now. I saw mock draft where he fell to 21.
That's... I honestly could see that, though. Like, I could see
Heck
him
no,
falling
if
that
he's...
far.
Bro, if he's around those parts, Brandon Beane better.
No, I'm just saying, I don't think he should go there. He's a top 10 player in my draft.
He should fall to 30.
Dude, there's no way.
Fall to 30. Come to Buffalo.
Vegas at 6. There's so many players that they can go here. So many players. I'm going to go Mason Graham. They end up getting a quarterback in this scenario in free agency. Shedeur Sanders is falling past. I've heard a lot of stuff after the combine saying that 2 teams in the top 10 that are QB needy with 15 minutes left said Shedeur Sanders really didn't care about going to their city. That's kind of whack. I don't like that. But you know what? He's falling. So how do you feel about that one? Look how mad he is. Oh, dude.
No.
All right, right here, so many people that we can go. I mean, there's so many dogs. This team needs a lot, the New York Jets, and I fall more in love with this guy the more I watch him. Jalen Walker to the New York Jets. He's an edge, obviously, and he's probably he's top 2 in the class. I think so. It's him and Abdul Carter. And as you can tell from this, Shedeur Sanders is falling hard. And obviously, the Carolina Panthers will not be taking him.
I was about to say, like, what is your plan here?
They will be going. Where is he? Tyler Warren, because since T-Mac is gone, you need to go get someone for Bryce Young to throw the ball to, and I think he's the second best pass catcher in the draft.
My boy Jatavion Sanders, you're just giving up on him like that,
bro. Come on,
my fantasy boy.
Come on,
he did absolutely nothing.
Right here, he's still falling. Shedeur Sanders. New Orleans is not taking Shedeur Sanders. They're going to be going Kevin Banks. Need Kelvin Banks. I'm so sorry, Kelvin Banks.
Dude, now he's not coming on the podcast. Can't even say his name right.
Oh, he's not coming on. I mean, he's such a dog, though. Coming out of Texas, tackle. He can play guard. He's versatile. I'm sure he would go anywhere. And that's another thing that I saw from Will Campbell. Will Campbell said, I believe that I could play tackle at a high level, but if a team needs me at guard, I would say put me at right guard instead of backup left tackle. That's a dog. I really appreciate that.
That's what I am, guys.
That's facts. Chicago Bears are going to go Will Campbell, speaking of, because
be more like a dog.
Dude, they need everything. He can play everything, so let's just put him in. You know what I mean? Right here, obviously, San Fran does not need a quarterback, so they're going to fall. I took Genty last time. He's not going to go. I'm going to go Mikael Williams, another Georgia stud, with him and Nick Bosa. Obviously, they need an outside linebacker because Drake Greenlaw is gone. I really like this pickup. Right here. What's up?
He's more of an edge rusher.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the same position, though.
No, but Greenlaw's a coverage backer.
He also he goes off the edge, though.
Not a lot.
I'd have to look at his usage rate. Ashton Genty, I really like this pick, but what I've seen on Twitter today is that the Cowboys are not interested in taking running back in the first round, and they will be going in the second and the third round. So Genty's going to fall. They need a lot too. I really like Shamar Stewart. The problem with him is there is no problem. He had an insane, I believe he had a 10.0 on the combine. He had it like a perfect combine. So I'm going to go here. Just pair someone up with Micah Parsons. So, I mean, I don't think that's that hard.
I was going to take Shedeur to the Dolphins.
Oh, Shedeur to the Dolphins would be so nice, but it's just not going to happen, man. It's just not. We got Tua.
I don't think that'd be that nice.
Ashton Genty to the Miami Dolphins? No. Please, no. I actually did see that we're interested in this guy. Armand Membu. Did I say that correctly?
I think so.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know how to say his name.
Yeah, this guy's a dog, and I saw that Miami really liked him. So let's go Armand Membu. Right here, the Indianapolis Colts have so many needs. We're going to go Shedeur Sanders, getting their quarterback over Anthony Richardson.
Are you serious?
I swear, dude. They're giving up on A-Rich. They said that they want to bring in competition. Shedeur Sanders fell to 15.
Bro.
Are you kidding me?
Bro.
Dude, are you kidding me? Worst case scenario, Anthony Richardson starts and he's a stud.
Bro.
Right? He had the worst completion percentage in history of the NFL. I think it's in the Super Bowl era or whatever. But, dude, I'm telling you, Shedeur Sanders, Indianapolis Colts, hey, don't sleep. If he fell to 14 and you're the Colts, you're not taking him.
No, I'm not taking him.
I am.
If I suck next year, then we take a quarterback, or I'll be fired. But
oh yeah,
give me somewhere else. Yeah, and then when
their GM is in the same situation that Chris Greer is for the
Dolphins. And then when Anthony Richardson's really good, and we waste our first round pick on Shedeur Sanders,
trade him.
Then
if Anthony Richardson improved
value back, bro. That 14th overall pick value.
You don't think you're getting that back?
No, you ain't getting no first round pick back.
For Shedeur? Yes, you are.
No, you're not. It doesn't work like that.
Dude, I'm telling you.
So you're telling me after their first year, if the Niners traded Trey Lance, they're getting a first round pick? No.
Well, Trey Lance was a freaking FCS quarterback.
Okay.
He played in North Dakota State. I think there was only one other quarterback. Who was it? Carson Wentz was the only quarterback from that school.
He would have won an MVP if he didn't get hurt.
Oh, that might be true. I'm not gonna lie.
That is true.
It might be. It's all speculated. All right. Got Atlanta. This is a really interesting one. Atlanta, they could use a lot. Ashton Genty.
I'm joking, but that's a pick you would do, bro.
All right, Ashton Genty to the Atlanta Falcons.
Bro.
Mike Green. Mike Green, I talk about him all the time. He's undersized. It doesn't matter, though. He's so fast off the ball. He's so physical. He's so strong for his frame. And if he could put on 20 pounds in the next 3-4 years of muscle, dude, this guy's going to be one of the top edge rushers for a long time. Do not sleep. The Arizona Cardinals. So there's so much that we could do here. Someone that I really like is James Pierce. Before his injuries, he was probably the second best edge in the class behind Abdul Carter. And he did have a pretty decent combine. I mean, people were hating on it. I didn't really understand that personally. The Cardinals really can't go Malachi Starks here. He's another one that's falling along with Genty. I think they go Josh Simmons because, dude, Kyler Murray has no time to throw.
That means that they're pairing up 2 Ohio State tackles. Paris Johnson.
Paris Johnson. Wow, what a name, dude. That guy's awesome.
He is good. My boy.
The Bengals.
Ashton Jeanty.
Ashton Jeanty.
No.
No, they need James Pierce. They need edge rusher bad. They really do. But now that Ashton Jeanty is falling all the way to 18, you got a team right here in the Seattle Seahawks.
No.
But they have Kenneth Walker. So
And
we're going to go
Josh
Malachi
Allen.
Stark. Safety is a position of need.
Is it? No, it's not. They have Julian Love and I don't know what else I have.
That's it. They only have
Rayshawn Jenkins.
No. Julian Love is decent. Rayshawn Jenkins isn't that
Who is
bad.
a stud?
No, he's not that bad. So
Rayshawn Jenkins is on the team. That was a complete guess. I don't even know.
I don't know. I don't know either. I just know one of their safeties. So,
Jenkins, I swear that's his name.
Malachi Starks. You got to understand, too, in the position.
Defensive coach, former DB coach.
Dude,
So
pick 18, and you're getting a Kyle Hamilton-esque player. That is a steal. I would take that any day of the week. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't know why Ashton Jeanty is suggested. That's a terrible pickup with my boy Bucky Irving. You also have a good core. I really like Walter Nolan here, but I'm not going to go that. I do think personally they need line. Baker needs some time. Give that boy some time to throw the ball. He had 45 passing touchdowns this year, if I'm not mistaken. Tyler Booker is the best pure interior offensive lineman in the draft, and this is a good spot for an offensive lineman.
Back-to-back years drafting interior line.
Dude, I mean, they need it. Their interior line is trash. And Booker can play center. And he can play center.
No, that's what they don't need to play in that center. They got Graham Barton. That's what they draft.
Yeah,
This is
Graham
like-
Barton is a dog, though.
They're actually drafting the same player.
Check that out. You see what that is up there?
Mamba mentality.
No. Right
Oh, the stink bug?
Yep.
Hey, by the way, why do you have a CJ Spiller? Oh, what? I was looking at that.
Because he's a dog.
Respect.
You kidding me? Denver. See, you drafted a running back, Javonte Williams, second round, 4th pick. He was all right. He was actually really good. And then he got hurt. They could use a lot. Bo Nix, he could really use a running back. But also, when Luther Burden is available, you got to go Luther Burden. I think I did that last time as well. Luther Burden's an absolute stud. And you know what fits perfectly is Ashton Jeanty to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh!
Dude, to the Pittsburgh Steelers, because you know what? The Pittsburgh Steelers, all they do is run the ball. They run the ball the whole entire game. They got rid of Najee Harris. They have Jalen Warren.
They did not get rid of Najee Harris. They're still trying to re-sign him.
No, they're trying to re-sign him. We'll see. We'll see what ends up happening with him.
Real.
Ashton Jeanty, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's really not that bad of a pick, but I just want to emphasis that that's not happening.
Bro, how do you know? How do you know it's a mock draft? It's a mock draft.
I know it's not.
It's a mock draft.
Bro.
Dude, your whole mock could be wrong. You never know.
No, I definitely will be, but bro, I thought you were about to let
Walter Nolan.
No, I thought you were about to let Ashton Jeanty go to the Chargers. I was about to say that, but I didn't want to put the idea in your head.
No.
It's your mock draft, not mine.
No, that would be insane. But
I know who I'm picking. I know Jim Harbaugh.
I gotta go Kevin Loveland here.
Colston.
Oh my gosh,
Bro.
these first names are killing me, guys.
I was about to say I know that was gonna be my pick.
Well, it has to be Loveland. I mean, I really like Kenneth Grant too. I like Michigan players for that team because obviously you have Michigan's head coach who just won the Natty. Oh, I didn't even realize Ohio State and Michigan just won the Natty 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Pretty sick. But, yeah, you have Michigan's college coach, and he's obviously going to take one of his former players that he absolutely adores. Loveland is a tight end 1 in this draft. He's not the 1, but he is a 1. He's very good, and I really like him.
Bro, steal more words out of my mouth.
Did you say that?
I literally said. I swear I said that last mock draft.
I don't know. We'll have to check the film. Emeka Egbuka. Well, Green Bay could use another receiver. They have Christian Watson. They have they have Romeo Dobbs, Jaden Reed. They have a bunch of mid guys. Christian Watson and Jaden Reed have higher ceilings than the rest of the bunch, but I think
Christian Watson tore his ACL in the playoffs too, or late in the season.
What?
You didn't know that?
Oh my gosh. That's
it's
bad.
against the Bears in Week 18.
That's bad.
Jersey,
Egbuka
so.
could really help them, man. I mean, they need receiver.
At
So,
least I think he did. Be unfortunate if I
oh, dude, that would be that's messed up. Right here, you got Walter Nolan, and you got Kenneth Grant. You got two guys for the Minnesota Vikings that they need D-line real bad. Now, where do you think I'm going to go with this?
I don't like where you're going with this.
Kenneth Grant. Walter Nolan is falling. He's falling hard. He's falling real hard, actually. His value is immense, and he's falling really hard. Jahad Campbell is going to go to the Houston Texans. They could use linebacker, and I think he's a top 10 player on my big board. So the fact that he's fallen this far, just because of positional value, is ridiculous. If this was a draft 20 years ago, same class, I'd probably put him in the top 10. But, that's just not where the NFL is at right now. The LA Rams, it's a really interesting spot for them. I'm going to go Jackson Dart for the LA Rams. I know
these last three picks are going to make me cash out. Every single one of these picks are.
No.
It's your mock draft. It's not mine.
It's a crazy mock draft. I mean, why do you think I had Shedeur Sanders fall this far? I'm trying to spice things up. You know what I mean? This is post-combine. New stuff's going on. I don't want to just give the same mock draft for 5 things. I mean, mock draft 2.0 could be insane. Mock draft 3.0, I'll bring it back a little bit. I'm gonna do less crazy picks. Jackson Dart, letting him sit behind Matthew Stafford, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, for 2 years. Or, I mean, I know with the contract, I'm pretty sure they have an out after 1 year. It's guaranteed money for 1 year. If Jackson Dart's surprising you enough, go get rid of Matthew Stafford, put Jackson Dart in, sophomore year. Dude, he's an absolute animal.
I was wondering something. I don't know.
No, Booker's gone.
Okay, I was just wondering that.
Yeah, Booker's gone. But Jackson Dart, I actually do really like the LA Rams taking him. I do think that now that Stafford's gone, it's going to be a lot harder for them to actually decide on a quarterback. But Dart's the only other first-round quarterback that I can even see, and he's a very late first round. And then when you look at it, the whole rest of the draft, I mean, Lamar Jackson, top 2 player. Jared Goff, top 10 player. Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels, top 5 player. Allen, top 3 player. Then you got the best quarterback and then a top 5 player. You know what I mean? So,
you mean top 5 quarterback?
Huh?
Do you mean top 5 quarterback?
Well, yeah, that's what I meant. Because I'm talking about the quarterbacks. Right here, Baltimore, I mean, Walter Nolan, they have Barron, they have Golden. They could use Golden. And he had an insane 40. What was it? Was it a 4.29?
Yeah.
4.29. He is the fastest 40 out of all receivers. I didn't plan on doing it. He had an amazing combine. So what I'm doing right here,
Not that bad.
you got to go safety. I'm not even going to try with his name, but homie from South Carolina had an insane combine.
Homie from South Carolina.
Dude, I think he honestly, his draft stock might have gone up at least like 10 picks. Dude, he went off. I mean, his 40 was off the charts. His vert was super high. I saw he well outperformed Derwin James from his combine. Well outperformed by far, and every single thing from the combine.
Who's the best safety in the combine? Best DB in the combine.
Best DB in the combine for sure. And it's not even close. Detroit. So Detroit has so many options. Walter Nolan is one that I'm in love with for going there. They got Barron. They don't need DBs, in my opinion. They obviously don't need Golden. They have Derek Harmon from Oregon that I'm not familiar with this guy's game. I'm not going to lie. I mean,
no, I'm more so the fact you said that they don't need DBs.
I mean, not safeties. They definitely don't.
What? There's no safety on the heckin' market. There's no safety on the heckin' board. Bro.
Dude, I'm really tempted to go interior offensive line here. I honestly do. I mean, we were just talking about this. FCS.
Were we?
Yeah, FCS with Trey Lance.
Oh, that is North Dakota State.
Dude, interior offensive line, I mean, they're not very far off. I mean, it's going to be a very interesting year. They're losing Aaron Glenn. They're losing Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson going
JT
to
Barrett.
a division rival. JT Barrett, the YouTuber.
No, their QB coach went to.
Oh, and their receiver coach went to Miami, and then he left instantly. So I don't really know what happened with that, but yeah.
I'd want to leave too.
Yeah, but you're not in the NFL, so calm down. The Commanders. So the Commanders could use corner. They could use Golden. But after the Deebo Samuel trade, they don't really need receiver, especially with Dayami Brown. Dayami? His name is Dayami?
Dayami Brown, yeah.
It's Dayami?
Yeah, it sounds like salami. Salami Brown.
Are you serious? That's his name?
I
thought it was Dayami.
I don't know if it is. I was just making that up. I don't know.
Oh.
Like that.
I mean, I think they're just going to go basic corner pick here.
There we go, finally.
Yeah.
I would have had him gone a while ago, but...
I don't know. I'm not
high as Brown.
on him. I'm not insanely high on him. I think there's a lot of corners that could be taken. The Buffalo Bills, somehow Matthew Golden has fallen this far. No, I'm kidding. Walter Nolan.
Either one on it. Either one's good for me, honestly.
I mean, honestly, though, Golden could help a lot because of his speed. He could be the deep threat that they've been looking for.
Either way, I'm happy with this pick.
I don't know, though, because I've heard that they're interested in DK Metcalf. So how am I supposed to just put them going receiver in the first round when they didn't even do that last year? And that was their biggest need. Obviously, they traded down and got Keon Coleman in the second round, first pick, but that doesn't really matter. That's besides the point. Here's a really good one. The Kansas City Chiefs. So, I mean, they could use quarterback. Jalen Milroe is really good here.
Jalen Milroe's
No,
really
not
good.
actually. I do like Hampton though, and I would really want to go Hampton, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna save myself for that. They could use corner, even though they have two studs.
They could use kicker.
Dude, don't even get me started on the long snappers. I mean, West Virginia long snapper Austin Brinkman. That dude might go in the first round. I mean, the spiral that he could put on the ball. But honestly, I think I'm high on Tariq Williams. So. Tyreek Williams. What did I say?
Tyleek.
Leak?
Oh, yes, it's Tyleek Williams. Dude,
NFL.
Look where you.
Dude, commentators are going to have such a hard time. With these most recent drafts, dude, Armand Amembu, Tyleek Williams.
Dude,
people are going to have such hard time saying these names.
Bro,
what happened to, people with hard names used to just change their name to Julio. Julio Jones. Do you know that Julio Jones is real name? What about Tua? Tua's name is 80 characters long. Get a nickname. Oh my gosh. Philadelphia Eagles, dude. I mean, this is such a hard
Tyleek
name.
is not a hard name to say, by the way.
Well, I see Tyreek, okay? I'm thinking Tyreek Hill in my brain. His brother just got a wrist surgery. He's out for the whole off season. Let's go.
Before we pass it out. I'm going to antsy. I want my mock draft.
I don't want to go 3 interior offensive linemen in the first round, so I'm just going to go Jack Sawyer. Jack Sawyer is a first-round talent. He is an absolute stud. Jack Sawyer, if you haven't seen his film from the national championship game, go watch that shit. It is amazing.
No, watch his Texas. Watch JT Talamenlo for national championship.
Just going over the overview. We got Abdul Carter 1. I can very much see that. Even though he did just get injured, I think that's going to hinder his stock. So expect a drop in the 3.0 draft. Maybe close to out of the top 10. Obviously, he's going to go in the top 10. But I'm just saying, I could see him going.
You just stir in the pot to stir the pot at this point.
Well, that's how NFL analysts are. I mean,
yeah, that's why they suck.
Yeah, well, that's how they get on TV. I would like Abdul Carter, honestly, to the Jaguars. That's a very good pick, just because of his injury. Realistically, he is a top 3 pick, though. Got Abdul Carter, Cam Ward, Travis Hunter. These 3 are very basic. I think T-Mac might be a little bit of a reach, but they need to go get weapons for Drake May. Worst case scenario, you get nobody, and T-Mac is available, obviously. Go get T-Mac. Will Johnson, I like Mason Graham here, but I went Will Johnson just due to the fact that I wanted to switch things up. Will Johnson can easily go in the top 5 without injuries. He reminds me of Derek Stingley. Stingley was going to fall, allegedly. They're like, Sauce Gardner was getting all this hype. And then, Stingley went top 3. But that's besides the point. Will Johnson is not a top 3 player just because of how deep the big board is when it comes to the top 5. Mason Graham at 6, I think, is an absolute steal. Obviously, there is Shedeur Sanders on the board, but Mason Graham is awesome. So just pairing him with Christian Wilkins and Crosby would be disgusting. Like, who's their other D lineman? Just so I know. 4 down linemen.
Tyree Wilson, but he doesn't actually. But I can't remember the D tackle's name. Who's actually pretty good. So that's why I didn't like the Mason Graham pick. But
I mean, and maybe even like
his last name's Brown.
maybe even like Khalil Mack. Like, even if you got another guy, this D line might be. And I know we said this last year, might be the best in the league. We did say that last year, and it didn't end up.
Definitely did.
Yeah, I saw the clip. Jalen Walker, in the top 10, obviously, but he had an insane year this year, and I think just his tangibles is going to be able to put him there. Obviously, they need a pass catcher. Tyler Warren, top 2 pass catcher. Kelvin Banks, I think they need line. They're not really in the position to draft quarterback, and especially not in this class. Will Campbell, and obviously what you see right now is Shedeur Sanders fell out of the top 10. Will Campbell, they need line for their quarterback of the future. You got Mikael Williams. This is a disgusting pairing between him and Nick Bosa. Shamar Stewart, obviously, dude, this guy had an insane combine, probably the best we've ever seen. It was a 10.0. 10.00. It was a perfect combine. Armand Emembu, I'm sorry, but dude, I heard that you're interested in Miami. Come help us out. Block for my boy, Lefty. Shedeur Sanders. This is obviously the controversial pick of the bunch. I do agree with this pick due to the fact that Anthony Richardson is, let's just say he hasn't played very much games in his career. I mean, I think he played like 11 college games or something. What was it, 20 college? 23 college games. He played like 3 or 4 in his rookie year. And then he got benched, and he did look a little bit better, but he looked really bad. I'm not one to give up on a guy. Sorry for the stuffy voice, but I'm not one to give up on a guy after 2 years, right? He's going to train with Josh Allen. I'm not one to give up on it. But when Shedeur Sanders, a bona fide top 5 player, maybe top 6, falls to you at 14, and you have a glaring need at quarterback from this past season, I think you take that. Obviously, that's a little controversial. Then we got Mike Green at 15. He's just a dog, and they could use another edge rusher. Josh Simmons, 2 Ohio State tackles, as Landon said, and I really do like this pairing. Go help out Kyler Murray. James Pierce Jr. could be a top 2, if not top 3 edge rusher in the class. Very deep in the edge rushers this year, and the Bengals need help a lot on defense. Malachi Starks out of Georgia. Dude, he fell all the way to 18, as he said. Safety head coach, you know what I mean? Like, very defensive back-minded, and that's kind of how Sean McDermott is. So, if Malachi Starks went to the Bills, that would not be fun for Tua. Obviously, unrealistic. Tyler Booker, I think he's well above any interior offensive lineman that went last year, and I think that the fact that they could get him and really solidify this, like, it kind of reminds me of when they got Creed Humphrey and Trey Smith, I believe the brother's name is. I really would appreciate a helping of the offensive line for Baker Mayfield because he could really use that. Luther Burden is another guy that is easily in the top 20. I think this guy is top 3 pass catcher in the draft. He's borderline with me and T-Mac. I think he could have a better rookie year just due to the fact that he's going to a better team down the board. It's kind of like how we had so many better receivers than Marvin Harrison this year, but I bet in the long run, Marvin Harrison is probably going to have one of the best careers, if not the best. Brandon Ayuk posted on IG for the first time in 2025.
Wow, we need to tweet about that. Wow.
I'm about to unfollow ML football, dude. I swear. Ashton Genty, he goes all the way to 21. Landon's depressed about it.
I'm depressed about,
realistically, though, Ashton Genty's a top 15 player. You get him at 21, and when you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, you're not going to reach on a quarterback.
This is what I'm depressed about. This 3-pick stretch is what I'm depressed about.
Why do you hate on the Kenneth Grant pick, though?
Because corner's a lot more of a need than D-line. And it's a deep... Yes.
But what if they...
You know who their corners are right now?
This is pre-free agency.
If they don't re-sign any other guys in free agency, do you know who their corners are?
No.
Exactly. Because they won't... If we ignore free agency, they don't re-sign anyone, they won't have... Byron Murphy or Stephon Gilmore. They're too many.
Yeah, but say they go out and get Jair Alexander or a DJ Reed, then this pick looks perfect.
If bro would say free agency yet.
Hey, exactly. That's why this mock might look really good in a couple months. If not, I don't know. We're stirring the pot up. Back to Ashton Genty. This team runs the ball 20 to 30 times a game. You need a game wrecker, and I don't think they've had one since, let me think back, Le'Veon Bell. Absolute stud, dog.
James Conner.
Who the heck is calling me? Lily. Sorry, Lo. We're in the middle of filming. I'll call you back. Colston Loveland. Said that right. This is a perfect pick for them.
Kevin Loveland or whatever you said.
I think I said Colton.
No, you said something with a K, I think. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
No,
I'm getting impatient.
Michigan, tight end, perfect. Help out Justin Herbert. Help out Lad McConkey. Help out my boy Harbaugh. Perfect. Agbuka, perfect pick for them, especially with the ACL tear coming from your source, Landon. I didn't even know about that. Kenneth Grant, I really like this pickup. I mean, I understand corner is a need, but so is defensive line. Jahad Campbell, I don't know why you hate this pick too, because this is a top 10 player on my big board.
Linebackers just not what they need.
They need a lot. I mean, their team
really.
Their team really underperformed. They could use O-line, but also this is a very good offensive line class for free agency. Even though there are a lot of old guys and a lot of injury-prone guys. We're going to ignore that. Jackson Dart at 26. I just wanted to put him in the first round. I think he is a first-round talent, and I think he will be drafted in the first round. Where? I don't know. I really don't know. And I think I had him last time. Did I have him with the Steelers? I think I had him with the Steelers.
I don't know.
Either way, he's a first-round talent. I'm really liking Jackson Dart.
I hated that.
Possibly could be the best rookie quarterback out of the three, just on the rookie years. That's all I'm going to say. Cam Ward has all the tangibles to be a top 5 player. Shedeur Sanders, I think, could be a top 10 player. And then I think Jackson Dart, his rookie year, is going to be the Mac Jones of the draft class. You know what I mean?
How is he getting on the field?
If he starts, I mean, think about it like this. If he falls in the second round and then if he falls in the second round and the Raiders take it and the Raiders don't go quarterback, that sounds pretty good. Brock Bowers, whoever their first round pick is.
No, let's continue this.
My guy from South Carolina, he had an amazing combine.
Nick Manawari.
If you watch the combine, you'll understand. And we're just pairing him to the Ravens, dude. They don't need it, Kyle Hamilton, but add to your strengths, baby.
Only bots watch the combine. For real.
What? What?
I only watch the Ohio State players.
Oh, bro.
And I look up who I want to see.
Gray Zabel. I've never heard of the guy.
Gray? First name's I know who he is, but like Gray.
I mean, I've barely seen
for like Grayson.
Barely seen any film. See, this is what I'm talking about. Get a nickname. I like Gray. So
his name's got to be Grayson. There's no way.
Maybe. Gray Zabel is such a good name, and they're not very far off from a Super Bowl run, as you can see from the past 2 years. And a 1 seed is a curse, so that kind of sucks. Here we go. Corner. He could have went a little earlier, but the fact that they get him at 29 just keeps building to this juggernaut that's building over in D.C. Really like what they did here. Walter Nolan somehow fell to 30 to the Buffalo Bills. Obviously, they'd probably sell this because they're not very good at drafting first-round players. But then we got Tyreek Williams. We got Tyreek Hill, Ohio State D lineman, going back to the Chiefs. It's really good for him, and they really do need a Chris Jones replacement. So the fact that you can get this high level of a player, they have him ranked in the second round area. This guy could go anywhere from like 25 to 32. Like, this guy's a dog. And then Jack Sawyer is another one of my favorite edge rushers of the class. He could play linebacker. He could play down lineman. He could play. Honestly, I'd throw him at D tackle if I wanted to for a play. Hey. That's why I said I would. Jack Sawyer is one of those versatile guys.
Throw him at linebacker first.
Shit, I'd throw him at corner, honestly. Like, this guy, he's just got that grit in him. And
he gets picks, too.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, this guy's a dog.
It's not a crazy take.
All right, my turn.
Calm yourself. Oh my gosh, this guy's impatient.
I am. What are we switching spots, or do I have to reach over to do it?
I guess we can switch.
Yeah. We'll turf talk spot switch. That's a way more efficient way.
Gotta calm this guy down.
Hey, turf talk. No, I get to talk.
Ugh.
And I get to actually do a good mock draft. First overall, Tennessee Titans, Abdul Carter. They need a lot. Maybe they go after Sam Darnold free agency. Russell Wilson. Who knows? I don't think you would want to take a quarterback first this year because, Arch Manning is coming soon. Number 2 overall, the Cleveland Browns also pass on a quarterback. And this time they take Travis Hunter. Can play corner, can play receiver. Definitely going to be one of the best players in this draft. And match him up with Jerry Jeudy on offense. Have him with Denzel Ward on defense. I think Cleveland's a lot more than a quarterback away from succeeding. So run it back with a free agent. Or later in the draft my boy Will Howard. And then finally, the first quarterback goes off the board. Cam Ward falls to the Giants, which is the perfect scenario for them as they want a rookie quarterback, and you get the best one in this draft. New England is going to go after O-line, and after... This is not touchscreen.
No.
Shoot. Now I look like a goon. They're going to go Armand Membu. As Armand Membu has... he's gone up a lot of boards as one of the best linemen in this draft. He had a really good combine. And they need to get Drake May all the help they can. And they had one of the worst lines in football, so that starts with building the trenches. The Jacksonville Jaguars select Shadur. No, I'm joking. I think Mason Graham. Basic pick. It's most likely what's going to happen. Maybe I can see that guy who made the mock draft. I hate you. You did have him take T-Mac, which I could see happening because they do have an offensive coach. But I say they go Mason Graham. Help out the D-line. He's going to be a great player for them. And then Las Vegas Raiders. They go Shadur Sanders. Shadur doesn't fall to the Colts like in mine. The Raiders take the shot on a rookie quarterback. You got Tom Brady as your owner, Pete Carroll. And that kind of starts the new era in Vegas. And then the Jets. Is this the pick Aaron Glenn will make? No. Is this a Jets pick? Yes. Tatora McMillan. He is a really good player. Matching him up next to Garrett Wilson adds a tall receiver next to Garrett Wilson. That'd be unbelievable.
If Garrett Wilson's there.
Yeah. But then who's throwing him the ball? I don't know. I don't run the New York Jets front office.
A 14-year-old does.
Dude, let me run it. And then the Carolina Panthers, I think I will probably have this in literally every single mock draft. Jalen Walker, one of the best edge rushers in this draft. Could play a little bit of outside linebacker. Maybe get a little bit of interception out there. Lurk someone. But they need an edge rusher. Obviously, I think their leading sack guy last year was Jadeveon Clowney, who is old. But they need a lot on defense, need a lot on offense. But they're getting close to being contenders once again. And then back-to-back edge rushers. Mykel Williams, another team who needs an edge rusher, as Cam Jordan was probably their sack leader once again. And Cam Jordan is 34, 35.
You're having Will Johnson fall past the top 10, aren't you?
Can you calm yourself? You're not fun to tell me it's my mock draft. It's my time to talk. You just talked for like an hour.
You were interrupting me. I haven't interrupted you. It's top 10.
You just did, bro.
This guy. Look at this guy.
So now I lost my train of thought. Mykel Williams, they need an edge rusher. Could be a solid D-line. Once again, they do have an offensive coach now. But, they can still draft defensive. Will Campbell to the Chicago Bears. I think he's going to play guard for Chicago as their guards are not very good. But this is your first step to improving.
I was yawning, bruh.
Oh, it sounds like you're just getting mad at that pick. To help out Caleb Williams, you got the weapons. Even if you don't re-sign Keenan Allen, you have DJ Moore and Rome Odunze, who did not work out. Did they have the 10th pick last year, too?
No, the Jets did. I think they had 9. They had 9 and 1. I think so.
Why Chicago have like the same picks every year? They had 10.
Because they're bad every year.
They had 10 like 2 years.
They're terrible every year.
San Francisco 49ers getting Will Johnson. This is just an unbelievable fit. You don't want Will Johnson to be with Robert Saleh on the 49ers defense, but it's going to happen and you're going to like it. Dallas Cowboys. Oh, this is a hard pick because I can't see a world where they don't take a guy like Genti, but with all this talk happening with Micah Parsons and the contract and them saying they want a running back later, I'm going to have them take the best athlete one of the best athletes in the draft, Shamar Stewart. Keep him in Texas as he went to college at Texas A&M. Really get a good edge rusher next to Micah Parsons, where they do have DeMarcus Lawrence, but that guy can't finish the season, and he might even be retired for all I know. I don't know. He's falling off a tad bit. Now we have the Miami Dolphins, who stick O-line. They take Kelvin Banks, who is one of the best offensive tackles and offensive linemen in this draft. Would you be happy with that pick?
I'd be fine with it. I just want line.
Exactly. They need a line to help out Tua, so get Kelvin Banks to block for him. Indianapolis Colts. Tyler Warren. Get help for Anthony Richardson. Try to commit to him. I think for this organization, it's Anthony Richardson or you're fired, honestly. I think you're at the point where you have to commit to him. You can't just switch up and try to develop a rookie quarterback now, as you failed with Anthony Richardson so far. Because another bad season and this team, or another mediocre season, and you could see a lot of change happening in the front office with head coach firing, GM firing, and a lot of change coming. So commit to Anthony Richardson and get him a weapon with Tyler Warren. The Atlanta Falcons, I agree with what you had. Mike Green, Atlanta Falcons, they need an edge rusher. He's one of the more gritty guys in this draft, and they passed on edge rusher last year for Penix. I don't think you can keep passing on edge rushers when your pass rush is one of the worst spots on your team every year. So, and they haven't had a good edge rusher since like prime Vic Beasley, which wasn't he was good that one year, but that's about it. And then the Arizona Cardinals go James Pierce Jr., another team who needs edge rusher, as James Pierce Jr. has character concerns, as said through the combine. But if you're Arizona, you just need to get a game wrecker on the D-line. You haven't had that for a long time. I mean, J.J. Watt, but he was 34 years old. You need to get a game record. You need to start building up on your defense if their coach wants to keep his job, which they were very promising this year, I will say. Now we have the Cincinnati Bengals. Obviously, defensively, the Bengals need a lot. And I'm going to have them taking a shot on Malachi Starks, safety for the Bengals. I mean, last year, I think their starting safeties were, Jordan Battle and Von Bell, Ohio State legend. Secondary for the Bengals last year was pretty bad. So I could see them going safety or corner here. I'm going to have them go Malik Starks. Definitely, like you said, could be potential Kyle Hamilton type player. And you need all you can for that defense. Now the Seattle Seahawks. Obviously, last year, first round, the Seattle Seahawks took Walter Nolan. This is a team I don't know a lot about. I like the Malachi Starks pick because, like I said, DB-oriented coach. You could see them taking a corner here, even though it's not a need. But I'm going to have them taking Tyler Booker. Interior offensive line, really build that. Maybe build a run game. A really good run game as try to keep your running backs healthy and kind of be a ground and pound type team for the future and hopefully make the playoffs and try to make a run. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Why is Ashton Jeanty a suggestion? I don't know. This is a tough pick because I can see them going receiver if they don't have Chris Godwin back. But at the same time, Josh Simmons, but their tackles are good. They have Gadaki. I don't know how to say his name.
Doncic.
Bro, he plays basketball.
That was on your mind. Luka Doncic.
I said Gadaki.
That's not what I heard.
He's good. And Tristan Wirfs is obviously a stud. So I can't see them taking tackle. Interior O-line could be a spot they take. I don't see it happening. I'm going to have them going receiver, but is it Luther Bolden and Mika Egbuka? It's Matthew Golden. They buy in to that combine hype, and they take a shot and take Matthew Golden to be the next receiver next to Mike Evans for Tampa Bay. Now, the Denver Broncos. Ashton Jeanty. Denver, obviously the Javonte Williams pick looked like it was going to work out very well, and then did not work out as he got hurt and was never really the same player. They took Jaleel McLaughlin last year, I think. He was solid, but towards the end, you could see they didn't really have a run game. So, I mean, why would you pass on, for a team that doesn't have a run game, why would you pass on a guy like Ashton Jeanty? Jeanty's a certified stud running back, Heisman runner-up, one of the best running backs we've ever seen in college. I don't see a world why they don't take Ashton Jeanty. Pittsburgh Steelers, Mika Egbuka.
Oh my god.
I think the Steelers don't expect Luther Burden to still be available and kind of panic and just take the pick they were originally going to take and take Mika Egbuka, as they need a receiver to be next to George Pickens, as their offense was grossly bad last year towards the end of the stretch and all year to be general. And their offense has been bad for a while. So why not get a Mika Egbuka next to George Pickens? The LA Chargers. Colston Loveland, it just makes too much sense. It makes so much sense for Jim Harbaugh to take his guy and take Colston Loveland. My second pick for them would be Kenneth Grant. I see them going Michigan here. I mean, these are guys that Jim Harbaugh coached. So I can't see why he would pass on them when he knows them. And then finally, after falling a little bit, Luther Burden to the Green Bay Packers, as I can see them going receiver here. Or corner.
That would be gross.
Okay, I thought you were hating.
Well, I kind of am, because he should not be that far down. Dude, he's such a certified dog. Oh, dude. Luther Burden, he's got to be the
You
GOAT.
had Shedeur Sanders going to the Colts, bro.
Hey, I mean, Shedeur, a lot of teams are hating on him, man.
I don't like it, bro. And Minnesota, the pick they take, Jahad Barron, looks to be the best corner in this draft. And for a team that has pending free agent Stephon Gilmore and Byron Murphy, oh my God, Byron Murphy Jr.
Best corner in the draft?
Yeah. Bro.
You think so?
Oh, wait. I forgot Will Campbell already went, and so did
Will
Johnson. Will Johnson. Oh, my God.
And you got Hunter.
Yeah, that's why I didn't. Jahad Barron, one of the best corners in the draft, and a really big positional need for this team. I can't see why they wouldn't do it. Now, Houston, I think it's best available offensive lineman. They take Josh Simmons, pair him back up with C.J. Stroud. I actually don't know if he played it. I can't remember off the top of my head if he started with C.J. Stroud, but it's fine.
Probably. He's a rookie. Or he was a rookie last year. Unless was he a sophomore this year? If he was a junior, he was on the same team.
Yeah, but I don't know if he was. I don't remember if he was the starter or not.
Oh.
Whatever. It's fine. I'll go your casual now. But Josh Simmons, the Houston Texans, they need offensive line help. C.J. Stroud was sacked, I think, 45 or 50 times this year. 9 times in the playoffs. That is horrendous. Get C.J. Stroud some help on the offensive line. L.A. Rams. They're another team I could see taking corner. I think it would be a tad bit of a reach at this point. So I'm going to have them taking Jahad Campbell. They're, like I said earlier in the free agent portion, they're a little bit light at linebacker. So why not take a shot at one of the best players in this draft and take Campbell? Baltimore Ravens. Ooh, this is a good one. Obviously, we can see them going edge rusher. Interior O-line would be a big pick for them too. But I'm going to take something out of your book and have them take Nick Emenwaru.
Homeboy from South Carolina.
It just makes too much sense for the Ravens to go safety. They seem to love that position. And with Marcus Williams never really working out with them, I can't see why they wouldn't help out their secondary and get 2 bona fide young studs back there. Now, the Detroit Lions take the Michigan man, Kenneth Grant, help out their interior O-line or interior D-line. I can see them, honestly, anything on D-line or corner, I can see them taking. I think edge rusher is a lot more of a pick that they would take here. But I'm just going to have them taking best available D lineman. Kenneth Grant is an absolute dog, and I think he'd be great with Detroit. And then Washington Commanders, they take a corner. They take Benjamin Morrison, seemed to be another one of the best corners in this draft. And I think that would work out very well with them, as last year in the NFC Championship, their secondary got toasted and picked on. Now, the Buffalo Bills, once again in my mock drafts, Walter Nolan. We need to get this guy. I mean, receiver-wise, there's no one here that you should take in the first round. So, and it's edge rusher or interior D lineman. And the way that you guys are at developing interior D lineman, there's no reason not to take Walter Nolan and have him be a certified stud for this team. Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, baby. Josh Connerly, offensive tackle. Their offensive tackles, especially in the Super Bowl, absolutely horrendous. It was awful, disgusting. So what do? They go after tackle in the first round, and they get their guy in Josh Connerly, one of the best tackles in this draft. Now, Philly, I can see them going interior maybe. I don't see why. Maybe get a Becton replacement. I'm going to have them going edge. Nick Scorantine, I think he has a lot of potential, and especially with the Eagles, who are really good at developing players in general, I think that'd work out really well. So a little bit of a recap. Titans go after Abdul Carter. They have a lot of needs, so might as well take the best player in the draft, or potential best player in the draft. And the Browns, same way. Take the best player available at your pick, Travis Hunter. Giants go quarterback, get Dable's first quarterback in New York that he drafted to work with him to try to save him and Joe Shane's job. The Patriots go after tackle to help Drake May, as he got sacked a lot last year.
That's a scary pick, though.
The Patriots?
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't work out, then...
It's a big reach.
Yeah. But, I mean, what else are they going to get him? They're not going to get a tackle of that value there. And he could go high. He's going up a lot of boards. Jaguars go defensive line. Mason Graham, get one of the safest prospects in this draft. Raiders go for a quarterback, Shedeur Sanders, with Tom Brady ownership, and I just forget his name. Pete Carroll. Jets go receiver next to Garrett Wilson to Torrey McMillan to try to help maybe a later quarterback or Tyrod Taylor on the roster. Panthers go edge. They need a lot on defense. I think edge rusher is a big need for them. Saints also go edge. They're old at that position, so might as well get younger. Bears go Will Campbell, play him at guard to help Caleb Williams out as he got pressured and sacked a lot. Niners get the steal of the draft with Will Johnson at 11. Screw his injury concerns. Him and a Robert Saleh defense is disgusting. Cowboys go defensive end and get edge rusher and get Shamar Stewart to be matched up next to Micah Parsons. Shamar Stewart and Micah Parsons, two of the best athletes at the edge position, I think, and will be absolutely terrorizing backfields. Miami gets help for Tua. Calvin Banks a block for him, as they had a pretty bad offensive line last year. Colts get Tyler Warren, help out Anthony Richardson, as you're kind of in a spot where you have to commit to him. Mike Green, the edge rusher, goes to the Atlanta Falcons, as they need an edge rusher pretty bad, and they can't keep ignoring that. Another team needs an edge rusher. The Cardinals take James Pierce. I think it's a pretty safe pick for him, even with the concerns. Bengals go Malachi Starks, take a shot at the safety, and I think it'll work out for them, as they're a secondary that needs a lot of help. Tyler Booker goes to Seattle, help out that interior O-line and try to build a run game. Matthew Golden to the Bucks. They take that combine hype and match him up next to Mike Evans. Heisman runner-up Ashton Genty to the Broncos to be in the backfield with Bo Nix. Absolute cinema offense. Mike Egbuka goes to the Steelers. They take their safe pick, the guy that they've done a lot of research on, and they take a Mike Egbuka to be next to George Pickens. Colston Loveland, Jim Harbaugh gets his guy who can block and receive in the passing game, and he's just a perfect Jim Harbaugh player. Packers get a little bit of a steal with Luther Burden, As Josh Jacobs is vocal about it, they need a wide receiver 1, and they take a shot at their potential wide receiver 1. Corner Jahad Barron goes to a Minnesota team that needs a lot of help in the secondary. Offensive tackle Josh Simmons helps out CJ Stroud as he was sacked a whole lot last year. Jahad Campbell goes to the Rams, one of the best players in this draft, matched up on a really good defense from last year. Nick Manawari goes to the Ravens. Scary, him and Kyle Hamilton the same backfield safety-wise. That would be nasty. Kenneth Grant to the Lions, help out their D-line, run stuffing, just best D-lineman available. Cornerback Benjamin Morrison, they need a guy who can shut down a wide receiver 1, and they take their shot right here. Imagine if they drafted Christian Gonzalez a few years ago.
Oh my
They were in like poverty. Bills get Walter Nolan as they're in search for a D lineman who can really shut down the run and rush the quarterback. Kansas City gets their guy at offensive tackle, Josh Connerly, as their offensive tackles were awful last year. And Philadelphia gets an edge rusher, Nick Scorantine, at 32 to replace Josh Sweat. Pretty good mock draft, in my humble opinion. How do I stop sharing this? Stop share screen. It's my mock drafter, fuck.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, hey.
My boy, VJC, what's going on? It doesn't matter. My guy, he's going to watch this again. Hopefully, actually, I don't know. We are an hour and 17 minutes in. This was a very, very, very fun podcast / mock draft. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button because we just need as many likes as possible. I mean, even 5 likes on one of these would be really nice because we're just doing this for fun, man. I mean, we're not making any money out of this. We're down probably $500, but we're just having fun and just continuing to get smarter, get faster, and get stronger with ball knowledge. Young analysts, as the bio says. You guys all know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Is there anything that you'd like to say?
Nope. Pretty trash takes today, but that's about it.
What'd you say?
Pretty trash takes by you today, but that's
Oh, okay. All right.
stay hating.
Yeah. Okay.